A very warm good morning, students. Let's begin the class. So today we are going to again continue this topic, preparation of income and expenditure account. So let's begin. So we were doing accounting treatment of items relating to NPO. We have already done a few. Now let us move to legacy. As this item is of non-recurring nature, it is treated as capital received and added to capital or general fund on the liability side of the balance sheet. If the legacy is for a specific purpose, it should be credited to a separate fund and shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. Now see, we do not donate our will or our property every day, yes or no? So this item is of non-recurring nature. So what we do? We add it to the capital fund or general fund in the liability side of the balance sheet. Okay, and if it is for a specific purpose, we have to prepare a separate account. Okay, and then we have to show it in the liability side of the balance sheet. Clear? In the income and expenditure account, we don't have any treatment relating to this. Okay, now donation. Now see, donations are of two types. One is the specific and other is the general. Now general donation we have to record in the IE account, but the specific one we don't have to, because specific one is given for suppose building, for furniture. Okay, so it is a capital kind of a capital item. Okay, so we don't need to record donations for specific purpose in the IE account. Now government aids. Government aids are of two types, maintenance grants and capital grants. So maintenance grants, these are for day-to-day expenses and these are of recurring nature. So these are recorded in the IE account. But capital grant again is a capital item, so it is not recorded in the IE account. Clear? Now subsidy. Subsidy received from the government may be in the nature of the capital subsidy or cash subsidy. So capital subsidy is treated as a capital receipt and added to the capital fund, but cash subsidy is treated as a revenue item and recorded in the IE account. Okay, now aids from the government and other institutions. They are also of two types, general aids, special aids. Again, general aids are recorded in IE account, special aids are not recorded. Okay, next is the endowment fund. Endowment fund is a fund created out of amounts received as gifts. Okay, so amount which the NPO receive as gifts are treated as endowment fund. It is meant for a specific purpose and has shown in the liability side of the balance sheet. So these are also not recorded in the IE account. Okay, but separately shown in the liability side of the balance sheet. Clear? Payment of honorarium. Honorarium is the amount of money paid to a person who is not the regular employee of the institution for rendering services to the institution. For example, a club organized a musical night to raise the fund. The club invited some reputed singer. The amount paid to those singers is termed as honorarium. I already told you the meaning of honorarium. Again, for example, a club organized a cricket competition and some persons were asked to act as an umpire. Okay, the amount paid to such persons is termed as honorarium. Okay, so this is a special kind of amount which is paid to some people for rendering their special services. Payment of honorarium is a revenue payment and is shown to the expenditure side of the income and expenditure account. Clear? Okay. Sale of old newspaper. This is also revenue items because we have monthly we get these newspapers and we have to sell it. Yes or no? We cannot keep the stock. That's why these are also revenue item. Sale of old fixed assets. This is having two treatments. If the asset sold does not have any book value. So if the asset sold does not have any earlier book value, recorded value, okay, then whole of the amount received will be considered as income and will be shown in the income and expenditure account. Clear? Now if the asset sold possesses a book value, if that asset possesses a book value, then what we have to do? We have to compare the difference. The difference, if any, will be either profit or loss. The amount realized on sale of the asset is compared with the book value. So we have to compare the amount realized on sale. That means the selling price and the book value. Okay, we have to compare that. and see if it is a profit or loss. And if it is a profit, we will record it in the income side, and if it is a loss, we will record in the expenditure side. Okay. The book value of the asset sold will be deducted from the asset concerned in the balance sheet. Now, the book value of that particular asset will be deducted from that particular asset in the balance sheet. Clear? Now go through this example. If you don't understand, ask me again. Sale of all sports material. When any amount is realized from sale of all sports material, such as all cricket balls, bats, nets, etc., it is treated as an income and will be credited to the income and expenditure account on the assumption that it does not have any book value. So this kind of items, all sports material are also treated as a revenue item and recorded in the income and expenditure account. Sale of grass. Any amount realized by sale of grass of the ground owned by the NPO is a revenue and is shown in the credit side of the income and expenditure account. So sale of grass means nothing any, it doesn't mean any extraordinary thing. Okay, grass mean वो जो grass होता है हमारे grounds में. Okay, जो grass থাকে, जो घाह থাকে, घाह বুলি কওঁ हेतुए. The company, the organization may own that, yes or no? So what happens, they sell this grass for some specific purpose, like for feeding the cows, horses, yes or no? So when they cut the grass and sell this is also recorded in the income and expenditure account. Now sale of scrap. Okay, scrap I already discussed it in the depreciation chapter we studied in class 11. So any amount realized by sale of scrap such as boxes, bottles, empty bags is treated as a revenue item. Okay. Now purchase of consumable items. Payment made for the purchase of consumable items is a revenue payments because they represent cost of these items. Consumable items means which we consume it on a daily basis. Okay. This is treated as an expenditure. In actual practice, the cost of consumable consumed is calculated and compared with the receipts from consumable items, and difference representing either profit or loss on sale of consumable is shown on the income and expenditure account. If there is a profit, it is shown on the credit side, and if there is a loss, it is shown in the debit side. Okay, these are very easy things. Once you give a reading, you will understand it. Receipts of consumable items. Now, likewise, the purchase of consumable items are recorded in the expenditure account. The receipts are recorded in the income side. Okay. Special receipts. Special receipts refer to the receipts of amounts on special occasion. For example, a club arrange annual dinner for the members. For such annual dinner, members are required to make payments. Such contributions are credited to a separate account. Here it will be annual dinner account, and the expenses incurred for providing such dinner is adjusted against these receipts, and the balance is shown in the income and expenditure account. So special receipts are also recorded. Okay, the special receipts are matched with the special payments, and then the difference is recorded. Now see, steps for preparation of income and expenditure account. Directly come to the first step, exclusion of cash balances. Now we do not have any cash balance, opening cash balance or opening bank balance. So while preparing income and expenditure account, we do not have any cash or bank balance. Next, exclusion of capital items. All items of capital receipts and capital payments are not recorded. So I already told you capital items are not recorded, only revenue items are recorded. Exclusion of prior period items. So prior period means the previous period. The previous period items are not recorded in the income and expenditure account. Clear? And likewise, in the 4th point, future period items are also not recorded. In the 5th point, inclusion of current period item. Yes, the current period items are recorded. Okay. Taking into account income earned but not received. So I already told income earned not received, that means the accrual basis of accounting is followed in this case. Clear? Taking into account expenses incurred but not paid. So same accrual basis. Okay. Considering the items not appearing in the receipts and payments account. items such as bad debts, depreciation, profit or loss, so adjustments are there. So in this account we have to do the adjustments related to bad debts, depreciation, profit and loss on sale of fixed assets. Okay, so this kind of adjustments we have to record in the IE account. Ascertaining the balance, so at the end we have to ascertain the balance. Okay, the balance may be either surplus or deficit. Clear? Okay, that's it for today. Thank you everyone.